One of the most infamous instances of cannibalism, especially in American history, the Donner Party was a group of American settlers traveling west to California who, after getting caught in the winter, had to resort to cannibalism to survive. The Donner or Donner-Reed Party, consisting of 23 wagons and 87 settlers, left Springfield, Illinois on April 15th, 1846 with the intention of reaching Fort Laramie in Wyoming. And they were in luck, as they were using a guidebook called The Emigrant's Guide to Oregon and California, written by Lanford Hastings, that talked about a shortcut called the Hastings Cutoff that would save them 300 miles and about a month of travel. The travel west went as many others did, with changes in hierarchy and infighting, culminating with a small group splitting off from the rest, unsure of the Hastings Cutoff. Taking the cutoff proved to be disastrous for the group, as no road existed and there was no water to be found, and, after 40 oxen were lost in a stampede and many had to abandon wagons, a pair of men went forward to get supplies from California. With tensions high, James Reed accidentally killed another member of the party, resulting in him being exiled and heading for Sutter's Fort without his family. After George Donner was injured, the Donner family had to settle at Alder Creek Meadows, at a spot now called Donner Lake, for the winter. The rest of the party continued forward with the goal of crossing the Sierra Nevada and meeting up with the pair who had gone off to get supplies, who had brought back a pair of Native Americans to help them. However, due to impassable conditions, not the least of which being in early winter, they had to turn back, rejoining the Donners. Throughout the winter, escape plans and rescue attempts were made repeatedly, the largest being dubbed the Forlorn Hope, when 15 members of the party, including one of the men, Stanton, who had made for California earlier, and the Native Americans, attempted to get off the mountain in snowshoes. However, as they ran out of supplies, they were forced to eat those that had already died. The Native Americans are also believed to have been killed for food at this time. Finally, after all of this, the 7 survivors made it to California, and 4 rescue parties headed back to save the stranded emigrants, 2 of which Reed participated in, all seeing the starving men, women, and children and the bodies they had been eating. At the time of being snowbound, there were 81 members of the party. Only about half survived the winter. For more information on the Donner Party and other infamous instances of cannibalism, please consider watching my recent video, The Cannibalism Iceberg Explained, Part 1, and stay tuned because I'm going to be covering the 9 other tiers on the iceberg.